Welcome to our Monday Treasury Bills and Government Bonds Masterclass. Today we want to look at the 1 is equal to 0 rule, and at the end of the day we want to see how we can build a mindset beyond a salary. If this is your first time to be here, my name is John Chipeta. You are welcome. If your phone has one battery and that battery dies, what happens? Let's say this is the phone that you have and it only has this battery, and this battery dies. What happens? Everything else dies, isn't it? Because you only have one battery, you don't have a charger, you don't have a backup battery, you don't have a power bank. Even if you have a very powerful phone, you won't be able to use it. Why? Because you only had one battery. That is exactly how money works. If you have this one income and this one income dies, it means that your school fees pauses. You can't pay any more school fees. You can't pay any more rent. You can't buy any food. In short, life pauses. Why? Because you only had one income and this one income has paused. If you want to build stability, you cannot build stability on a single income. Look at this chair. This chair is standing on one leg. Do you think it is going to be stable? It will definitely fall down. Why? Because it is just standing on one leg. A chair with one leg will definitely fall. A chair with 3 or 4 legs is more stable. If you look at this chair, it is standing on 4 legs. As a result, it is more stable. You want to have 3 to 4 solid income streams for you to be stable finance-wise. If your salary is a 5,000 kwacha and something happens to you, maybe your contract is terminated or you are fired and you stop working, your income will suddenly fall down from 5,000 to 0 per month. Why? Because 1 is equal to 0. If you are just relying on one income, if that income is taken away from you, you are going to go back to 0. Now let's look at this other side. Let's say you have a salary that gives you a 5,000 per month, but then you've invested in bonds which gives you 800 per month, and you have a side hustle. It doesn't give you a lot of money, but it gives you 700 kwacha per month. If the salary is cancelled, the 5,000 is not coming. You will still have the 800 coming into your pocket. So this 800 plus 700 is going to give you 1,500. Whether your salary stops or your salary is cancelled, at least you'll be better off than somebody who had just a salary. 1 is equal to 0. Here you have got 1, 2, 3. At least you've got 3 income sources, and you are better off if you are in this position. If you want to move from a position where you only have one income source, you need to use what is known as the cash flow quadrant. This quadrant was developed by Robert Kiyosaki. And Robert Kiyosaki says there are 4 ways you can make money. You can make money as an employee, where you are getting money, where you are getting paid a salary, or you can make money from your skill, where you start your own business and you are paid from a small business, or you can build a big business where you have a lot of employees and then you build a system, or you can become an investor. If you follow this channel or you follow my WhatsApp group, we'll be discussing how you can make money as an employee, how you can make money from your skills, how you can make money in a business, and how you can make money as an investor. If you want to learn more about this, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and you also follow my WhatsApp channel so that you don't miss anything. Now let's look at the left side of the cash flow quadrant. Here you've got active income. It is called active income because if you do not work, you do not receive any pay. Here you will have to work for you to get paid. Have you seen any employee who's just seated at home and they get paid? It's just a matter of time. Eventually, they will not be paid. Other than being an employee, you can be what we call self-employed. If you are self-employed, you are using your skills to earn. Maybe you are a bricklayer, or maybe you are a plumber, or maybe you have a coding skill or graphic designing skill. Here, you are working for yourself. But the issue is, it's active. If you stop working, the income also stops. If you only have one income source, you're getting paid a salary, maybe start thinking about how you can make money from your skills. Now, let's look at the right side. On the right side, that is where you are actually building wealth. So B stands for business owner. So now here you are using people and systems to work in this business so that at the end of the day, you can rest and make some money. So this is where wealth is built. Why? Because you are detached from the business. If you're not so much into entrepreneurship, you can go the investor way. Here, it's the money that is working hard. You are sleeping, you are doing whatever you are doing, but the money is working for you. This is where government bonds, unit trusts, and treasury bills come in. When you buy a treasury bill, a government bond, or a unit trust, you officially shift from being an employee to being an investor. I would like to hear from you. Are you an employee? Are you a self-employed person? Are you a business owner, or are you an investor? Amongst the 4 ways of making money, which one is your favorite? If you want to start making money as an investor, especially if you want to use treasury bills and government bonds, we need to remove the lies that keep people stuck. The first thing is just knowledge. You need to get accurate knowledge. Once you have the accurate knowledge, you will be able to move from point A, where you are just getting paid a salary, to point B, where you will be paid as a result of being an investor. So let's look at these lies. The first lie is, this is only for the rich people. You've heard that before, right? Like investing in government bonds and treasury bill is only for the rich people. Well, this is a lie. The truth is, you can get started with just a 1,000. If you can save a 1,000 every month, if you can make a 1,000 every month, you can become an investor in government bonds and treasury bills. The second lie is that this thing is too complicated. Let me tell you the truth. Everything is complicated if you've not learned the art of doing that thing. Do you know that at some point just buying airtime was very, very complicated? Just using mobile money was very, very complicated. But now we do it easily. Why? Because we have learned. The Bank of Zambia have made things easy. Now it's online. You don't need to involve the bank. You don't need to talk to anybody. You can just go to investorportal.boz.zm, create an account, and you can start investing. It is very, very easy. Another lie is that tax will finish my money. Of course, you might be worried about the 20% withholding tax, or maybe the 1% handling fees from the Bank of Zambia. What you need to remember is that this interest, this tax is only charged on your interest, not on your principal. So if you push in a 10,000 and your 10,000 makes a 200 on top, the tax is not charged on the 10,000. It's only charged only 200. That is fair, isn't it? Compare that with pay as you earn. Pay as you earn, when you get paid a salary, the pay as you earn is charged on the gross, your whole salary. Let's look at company tax. Company tax is paid at 35%. Which one is bigger, 35% or 21%? So the truth is, every income has got tax. Now, what you just need to think about is, how best can I manage this so that I pay less tax? These are the things that I begin to talk to you about, especially if you are in my mentorship program. I begin to go in detail to give you strategies. Unfortunately, if I start going in the risks, the strategies, deep strategies, this video is going to be very long. For now, I want to point out the lies and then give you the truth so that you can invest with confidence. Another lie is that government bonds and treasury bills are 100% safe. If you are talking about default risk, you are right. The government is not going to default. You are going to be paid your money. However, government bonds and treasury bills have got 7 risks that come with them. In later episodes, I'm going to talk about these 7 risks, and then I'm going to explain to you how you can manage them. At this point, I just want you to remove this 100% safe thing. Treasury bills, government bonds, unit trusts are not 100% safe. Did you know that even crossing the road has a risk? Smart people don't run away from the risk. Smart people manage the risk. The last lie is, I already know. I've been doing bonds for years now. I've been doing treasury bills for years. This is what I've studied even at school. But every day I learn something new. Every day I become better than I was yesterday. The moment you stop learning is the moment that you start losing. You need to learn about the risks. You need to learn how to manage these risks. You need to learn how to diversify, how you can manage these 3 investment options, treasury bills and government bonds and unit trusts, how you can combine them together so that you can make up what I call a 3 income triangle. And this 3 income triangle has got active income here, then it has got cash flow income here, and then it has got lump sum income there. How do you do all of this? If you feel like you already know it all, you are not going to learn anything. Let's look at this example. Let's say you have a 10,000 and you put it in a bond. So you get your 10,000, then you buy a bond. Let's say this bond is giving you 14% per year. Although currently the bonds are giving out between 15% and 19%. Those are the current rates. But for purposes of our example, let's say it's 14% per year. So what will happen is, if you push in a 10,000 in your bond, 14,000 per year, you are going to have interest of 1,400 per year. Now, this is the money that is coming in without you working, without you having to sweat. You know, bonds are safe. So this money comes in, whether you work in that month or not, this money will come in. You are assured. Now, if you divide this by 12, that is equivalent to 116 kwacha per month. So what that means is, if you can push in more money, if you can invest more, you can actually increase your monthly payment. That is what we call bond laddering. And if you want to learn more about bond laddering, these are the things that I talk about every month inside my mentorship WhatsApp group. You might be asking, what next? If you want to continue learning from me, I'm going to be introducing what I'm calling the 100-day savings challenge. If you want to build discipline, discipline in terms of savings, you want to join this challenge, you are going to be doing it with me, and I'm going to guide you on how you are going to do that. If you are not in my WhatsApp group, you are missing out a lot. Join my free WhatsApp group and you will be able to interact and chat. You'll find like-minded people inside my WhatsApp group. If you've not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, subscribe. I post a video every week, a video just like this one. Then I have what I call a 5-day bond mastery course. I only have it once every quarter. For those who are in my WhatsApp group, I'm going to be telling you when we'll be having this particular bond mastery course. It's a 5-day course where I'll show you everything that you need to learn about government bonds. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for following through. If you would like to learn more about treasury bills, government bonds, and unit trusts, just send me a message on WhatsApp using this line, and then I'll be able to chat with you. Or if you've got any question or you just want to reach out, you can text or WhatsApp me, and then I'll be able to respond and we'll be able to chat. Thank you so much for listening. See you next week for another exciting video.